Up, up, and away. Hi everyone, we're starting this Hong Kong video series with some background on our trip as well as some commentary, tips and tricks on the actual holiday travel process to Hong Kong. So these are Cathay Pacific economy seats, and as you can see, the 2-hour flight is made more enjoyable with their personal entertainment system. Showing you guys the selection they have, and there's even a Bluetooth option for if you want to use your own Bluetooth headsets or earphones instead of the complimentary ones. In terms of movie selection, I'd give them an A+ for having a lot of new stuff on there that's not even available yet on some streaming subscriptions. The Meg 2 was my flick of choice because the runtime matched the flight duration. And here are the headphones that have been sanitarily wrapped. Also, just underneath the touchscreen is the panel where you can plug the headphones in and charge your devices. Now, I'm sure some of you are wondering about it, so I'm sharing my Manila airport experience while the in-flight meal is being served. Traveling from Manila via NAIA Terminal 3 at the end of November was fairly smooth. We were already there 3 hours before the flight time and already completed web check-in beforehand, so the bag drop process was quick and there was no line at the counter yet. There was even enough time for my mom to grab a quick meal at Merlion Cafe, which she recommends for travelers to try. I'll put info on that in the description box. And we browsed the duty-free area before boarding. As usual, the immigration line was the longest wait in the process, but I didn't really experience any long questions as I was also traveling with family. The inclusive meal served by Cathay Pacific was chicken with garlic rice. I thought it would be like a chicken teriyaki type of sweet brown sauce, but it's more of a Filipino marinade with calamansi. More savory and tart, not that sweet, and served with sauteed slices of onions and tomatoes. As for the rest of the entertainment, there are plenty of games that both kids and adults can enjoy on a Cathay flight. This is Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. I'll show you the rest of the entertainment system's menus. Of course, these are the new releases being highlighted. And then we've got movies. Now on to music. Kid-friendly content. Here we have the games. And this will show you the flight path. This flight is landing already. And the last one is additional info stuff like the weather or connecting flights. We've finally landed in Hong Kong, and that was the plane we were on. This is the first time our family has gone on an international flight since before the pandemic, so I am definitely wondering how Hong Kong has changed since. But first things first. Time for a restroom stop before proceeding to immigration, and they've got clean and high-tech restrooms here. Check out the individual wash stations, each fitted with spots for washing, soaping, and drying. No need to share. The walk towards immigration is quite a scenic one. The airport's massive windows allow for a view of the mountains in the background as you get ready to officially enter Hong Kong. Immigration took about 30 minutes. It was a massive single line, but a lot of officers were available, so the line was continually moving along. Quite efficient for an airport that serves as a hub. The Airport Express ticket counter is the first thing you see when you leave baggage claim and right before you step into the arrivals hall. But before you leave this area, as a tourist, you can line up to claim Hong Kong Tourism Board vouchers at this designated space. They issue this 1 voucher per boarding pass, and you can redeem the voucher by first downloading the Discover Hong Kong app for your phone. It's also the place where you can get maps and guides, and they ask you to take a photo of the instructions, there it is, for later redemption, because you can choose your establishment to redeem your vouchers at. This is the voucher I got. Per season, they have a different theme or promotion. Until October, I believe it was for shopping and dining, while November and December's is all about the nightlife, so the vouchers could be used 6 p.m. onwards on food and drinks. So from the arrivals hall, we're off to get our SIM card, and you can actually get it from here, 1010 or 7-Eleven, but here, this is the one that's nearest. Then what we want is something like this. Since we're staying 5 days, it's the 88 Hong Kong dollars one. And then they upgrade it from 5 days to 10 days. And from 3 gigs to 12 gigs of data. So this is the one we actually ended up getting, which is the higher value one, because they were on promotion for $98. So for $10 more, you get a lot more data and a longer validity period. They also provide SIM tray ejector, so it's okay if you forget yours. Here's a photo of the promotion, though I don't know how long this goes on for. So now we walk over to the B Arrivals Hall, and here is where we are going to get our octopus cards on loan. So according to the message boards online, it's better to get an on-loan octopus card because it features a partially refundable deposit, so they return the stored value and deposit in cash minus $11 service charge, while the tourist card costs a non-refundable $39 as it's considered bought. And while the initial spend for the on-loan card is bigger, bear in mind that you can use your octopus card to pay at most transportation services, restaurants, and stores. First meal is at the airport 7-Eleven because we were a little bit delayed getting our luggage. So this is what we're having. I'm having classic milk tea, black and white, $19. This is cold. At the back of this airport 7-Eleven, there's this cooked food area, and we're dividing by 3 this $48 combo F. So this one is like instant pancit canton, like a stir-fried pancit canton type noodles. As part of the meal, you get 10 pieces siomai, and you can choose between chicken, steak, and sausages. It also comes with a drink. This is coffee, but you can switch to soda or something else. So the siomai is value for money, 10 pieces. Kind of tastes like squid balls. And then this one, the chicken, has a kind of sweet barbecue sauce type of thing going on. So now we're leaving the airport to go to the bus to take us to Tsim Sha Tsui. So just straight ahead, that's the airport express, but we're gonna go right. I'll show you later to the bus stop. So here is the bus schedule. We're now outside. We're gonna take the 821 going to Tsim Sha Tsui. This is where you go for the buses, and you can pay with octopus card. So 821 is actually on the right side of the bus stop guide. We just missed the first bus, the earlier bus, but now we're going to line up for the next one. So this one has an interesting, very strong flavor actually. An interesting floral note at first taste. Not quite jasmine. Not quite jasmine. Something more like a fragrant green tea type of aroma. But it's very, very strong. I bet it will keep me up for the rest of the afternoon. So this is now the 821 and we are boarding. So while we're enjoying the view, a little bit of story time. It took us about 30 minutes to clear immigration. And then it took us even longer, I think, to get our bags. I don't know why. Some of our bags just didn't come out immediately. Actually, in retrospect, I think it's because one of our bags was quite big. Though it wasn't oversized or irregularly shaped, it did seem to have come out of the cargo hold last due to it being on the larger side. So at this point, it's 4 p.m. We thought we'd have to leave the bags at the hotel first, do a little bit of sightseeing, and then come back to check in. But it looks like we can just go ahead and check in right away. So let's talk bus versus airport express. We ended up with the bus because it's much cheaper. A one-way airport express is around, I think, $105, and will take about, I believe it's 30 minutes. Here with the bus, I think it's 80 minutes, but $34.6. So that's kind of hard to beat for budget-conscious commuters. We're now gradually seeing more buildings and commercial establishments as we approach the city center. This is the Hoi Lai Shopping Center in Shammong Road on Cheung Sha Wan, which later curves onto Nathan Road. We are now on Mongkok. This is the Grand Plaza, which is a mall, and this is on Nathan Road. Basically, the rest of this trip is going the length of Nathan Road until we reach our stop, which is the one on Kimberly Road. So this is where the bus dropped us off. It is right by a church. That's the church. This is already Nathan Road. And then now we're going to look for the hotel, which is on Kimberly Road here. Here. This is our landmark, the Mira. Subscribe to this channel so you won't miss the next part.